And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the HomeStory Cup 27, day number 3 playoffs. I'm of course just VIP. I hope you enjoyed that lovely brutal OST. I apologize for the extended delay, for the extended downtime, but we are here. We are back with our second series of the broadcast. And we're jumping right on into our TvT. As spawning in the bottom right corner of Tokamak, we have the Italian Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Streamer Zone. It is BabyMarine. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Team Vitality. It is Ryung. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our Terran versus Terran matchup. Here we go. And already, again, there's some history coming into this. BabyMarine, he is the dark horse of the bracket. I mean, I know a lot of people were surprised to see Thermal in the playoffs, but even more so, BabyMarine, he was in a group with Spirit, and everyone was looking at Spirit, Piotr, to make it through. But instead, BabyMarine, he rose through the ashes. The next generation of SC2 Pro Gamer did excel instead, and BabyMarine, he was able to pop off, able to come out in second place out of his group, and he's made it this far already, farther than many, I'm sure, thought he would. We'll see if he can keep going. We'll see if he can keep on going from here. So far, 2x. 1 at home, 1 focuses across the map, 2x Reaper here at the BabyMarine. Meanwhile, Ryung going for an economic Rax Expand economic opener out of our Korean Terran. Let's go. SV Scout will move out, we'll confirm the opener. Will so far make it look like a standard opener here, and thankfully for BabyMarine, again, Ryung, he's going for the faster command center CC on the high ground, a bit of a safer location, but a delayed second gas and a delayed factory, more importantly. As Reapers are building up, and we'll see what BabyMarine can achieve. We shall see. Likewise, when it comes to Ryung, this is his matchup. Like Ryung, he has arguably some of the best, if not the best, TvT in the world. He's one of the reasons why why Clem stopped playing TvT, just period. Got the hell out of there. Is Ryung's Terran matchup. It's terrifying. It's brutal. He's very good at positional play, specifically positional play, map awareness, map rotations. Is where he does excel. As BabyMarine is rotating in. Ryung, he does pre-pull the boys. He's ready here on the high ground. Does take down the first SEV. Yeah, he was able to scout, was able to confirm. He saw both gases. He saw the lack of factory. And so far is keeping up. So solid read here by Ryung. And sure, he's losing mining time, but he holds. The worst case scenario is if he loses the first Reaper, then he loses the game. Right? Reaper goes down, Marine goes down. The production is shut down, and then the game can just snowball from there. But Ryung is holding. He's holding strong. Hellion has arrived. With the help of the Hellion, this should not get much done. BabyMarine going for the mineral line. Hellion does get a shot off. Nice KDA charges, knocking the Hellion back. Once again, turning back the army, gets 3 SCVs, not bad, and BabyMarine can he get out of here? Ooh, he will lose 1 Reaper, but only 1. Yeah, 1 Reaper goes down. Does pull away, 3 SCV kills, not bad. And what's important, he's containing Ryung and back at home, claiming his own base. It's still only halfway done, it's still a ways away, but it's all about containing and delaying. Does pull out, another Reaper falls, down to 2 Reapers. Yeah, 2 Reapers left here for BabyMarine. Aye. Will pull away, and the game will continue. Ryung, he will claim his expansion, and as it all settles here, BabyMarine, he does have a slightly higher worker count, but Ryung will have the faster orbital, he will have the faster mules. So you can recover as we get into a longer game state. Meanwhile, behind this 1-1-1 setup here, Ryung going for the Banshee play. So far, just vanilla Banshees, no cloak. But Banshees will be harassing across the map. Meanwhile, BabyMarine back at home, going for his own defensive Cyclone 2-1-1 setup. Okay. Now mech is, of course, going to be available, going to be viable here. So we'll see if Ryung does embrace mech or does go into his own bio play as well. Both are available. BabyMarine going to be rushing to his own Raven production, to his own Inference Matrix as well. Ryung not too far behind. Building up his own Ravens. Does catch out the Reapers, gets 1, gets both. Both Reapers go down. Nice big here from Ryung. He pulls away. Banshees have hit the field, but just the 1. Rotating over towards the left-hand side. BabyMarine currently, he's unaware. He does have 2 Cyclones, which would shut this down, but he's in the center of the map. He's not at home. He's not in position to defend. Third CC on the way. We see Ryung being very greedy, rushing to a third CC. So the greed is real here for Ryung. Banshee in towards the main. Likewise, does catch out the first Cyclone. Massive lock-on, takes down 1. Yeah, BabyMarine, he's caught out of position. Cyclone goes down. SCV's going to be falling in the main. We spoke earlier that Ryung, he excels when it comes to positional play, when it comes to map awareness, and you can see that here and now. Takes down 3 SCVs, distracts the main army. Remember, there's no stim, and you can see he's hunting down that final Cyclone. He's looking for it. BabyMarine, he doesn't come back home. Ryung does not find him. Oh, did I speak too soon? As Ryung, he's looking, he does find the Cyclone, and will chase it down. Yeah, there's no escaping this. Cyclone's gonna fall. Do you see what I see? Second factory. Second factory's on the way. He is gonna mech it up. So Ryung, he will embrace mech. Cyclone does fall. Behind this, third CC is almost done. Now, what's scary about the mech that Ryung is going for is that it's very greedy, right? The third CC is finishing up right here and right now. He will have mech with a greater economy compared to his opponents. Right now, the pressure's on BabyMarine to be active and to move out. And he's being active. Oh, the look-ons are brutal. Tanks, they take a lot of hits, they take a lot of damage. And Ryung is just buying time, slowing down the push. BabyMarine does have a terrifying army. He's got the tank lead. But he's still stuck at home. Oh, tank boy's going off. Gets one. Gets one Cyclone. Late reaction out of Ryung. Late reaction. Takes off 2 more Marines. Whatever he can get. Vikings are building up. Scan reveals the mech. It does get eyes on both factories. BabyMarine knows. He knows, he's aware. Behind this, getting his own third CC. Still building up and getting to his own bio army here. Stim is on the way. So bio tank out of BabyMarine. Which is supposed to be a more mobile army, but for now he's stuck at home. Scan does reveal that, does confirm. Ryung freely expanding. Scan reveals the expansion. BabyMarine is aware. And again, it's on Ryung to confirm any kind of move out. Ryung, oh, that's distracted. BabyMarine, he does slip by on the right hand side. Ryung, he will scout this. Does confirm. His army repositioning. He's getting ready here for the main force. Vikings are ready. Both players have 3 Ravens. BabyMarine, he doesn't find a way in. He is looking. Gets his own third. Pulls away. Let's pull away. Up. We'll take a tank shot to the face. Speaking of, oof. Can be force back. No major losses yet, but Ryung, he's maintaining a greater economy here. He got away with his third. He got away with it. It's up and running. BabyMarine just now getting his own third up and running as well. He's still being active. Going for a drop towards the left, and the main army on the right. And you can see BabyMarine just distracting Ryung. Going for the drop. Turrets are still on the way. Just not finishing. Just in time. BabyMarine, he doesn't commit. Now getting a 4 CC on location. BabyMarine, he has at least map control. He's containing Ryung. But Ryung, he's happy to be contained. Like, again, he got away with the expansion. He got away with the faster base. Now more factories, and we're building up towards a longer later game. Okay, we're locking it. We're locking in, Babby. Let's go. We're going to be here for a while. Right now, the pressure is on BabyMarine to maintain map control, to try to take an economic lead. The problem here is that the army is greater for Ryung. Like, Ryung, his army is more efficient. A mech army is just that much more terrifying. So there's a lot of pressure here on BabyMarine to try to find some pickoffs here and there, to find a chink in the armor, a weak point in the defense. You can see here a ring of turrets towards the main. Sensor tower here at the third. BabyMarine, he's looking for a way in. Oh, getting caught out. We'll lose one. We'll lose both medevacs. Ooh, both medevacs go down. Brutal pickoffs. Suddenly, there's no more drop play here on the left-hand side. BabyMarine moving in. Does get the disables off. Very nice. Disabling every single tank. Yeah, tanks are disabled. He does stem in, and he will break through the siege line. Vikings, they were out of position. The goal here for the Vikings was to zone away to Ravens, to zone them away. And Ryung, he failed to do so. And with that, BabyMarine, he can go for the kill. Like, that was a massive pickoff here. That was how many tanks? 5. That was 5 tanks going down. Now is the time. Ryung, he's exposed. He doesn't really have much support for the army. As Ryung is slowly taking it forth. BabyMarine looking for a way in. Oh. Still rotating. Does pull away. And doesn't commit yet. For now, backs off. We do have a fusion core on the way. That should be for Liberators. Second starport. Let's take Tame to the Skies. Going to Vikings. Building up. Now, what's important about this engagement here is that, do we have any Ravens left? Oh, just one. Okay, 1 Raven survived from the side of BabyMarine, so he won't be able to do that again. That's a very Marauder-heavy composition. Yeah, stimming on the right-hand side. Takes down the tower. Takes down one of the tanks as well. At the same time, Hellions, they bust into the mineral line. 50, oh my god. 15 SCVs go down. That should not have happened. Hellions, they do pop off. Nice run by here from Ryung. Finding some damage. Well, Ryung, he's perfecting his army, getting into now Thor production. He's got Thors, tanks, Hellions, more starports, more Vikings. It's all about that air control. Again, TvT, it's all about that air control here. To support your ground army. There we go, making 2 libs at a time. How many Vikings do we have? 10 from Ryung, 14 from BabyMarine. So let's have that Viking lead. As Hellions, they once again for more run-bys. They don't get much done though. 4 SCVs. This time nowhere near as worth it. Oh, and Ryung, instead of going Viking Liberator, going Viking Raven. Okay. Building up his Raven count. Oh, Saber goes up. Next moving in. Liberation has arrived. But yeah, it does overextend. Should take down both Liberators. Snipes the Raven. So BabyMarine down to 0 Ravens. But he does still have that Viking lead. Now Thors, they can be a factor here in regards to that air battle. There are 3 Thors for Ryung. They will support. 4 Thors even. So we can get 2 more starports, getting into a quadruple starport production. It's all about that starports. All about those starports even. Oh. Gets 1 tank. Sorry, getting into 5 starports even for BabyMarine. Likewise, only 3 starports from Ryung. BabyMarine, he just maintains that air control. Still has, what, 19 Vikings? That's a lot of Vikings. And they allow for the Liberators to bully the ground army. Instead, it's going to be Ryung to disable tanks, or to disable Liberators. Ooh, turret goes, oh my god, a missile turret goes up. Anti-armor missile even. Brutal connection. Despite Ryung having a lower Viking count, he can try to take this fight. But the missile is going to run out. Does go for the Master Sable. Gets every single tank. 2 of them do unsiege in time, but only 2. And these 3 tanks will go down. Nice catch from Ryung. When it comes to the main armies clashing here, he will need another anti-armor missile here on the army. We'll need a missile. He can support with auto turrets, or he can just try to disable as much as he can. We'll try to Master Sable. See how he does engage. Both armies are maxed out. Again, with the Mass Raven here, Ryung's army is more imposing. Tanks are on siege. Does go for the dive. It does commit. Does Master Sable. Oh my god, does disable every single Liberator. And Thors are pushing in. And with that, the Thors, they do force us back. GG gets called. Yeah, the fight's too heavily in favor of Ryung. And Ryung, he will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Again, he disabled all the Liberators, the Thors. They got so many volleys off, and you saw BabyMarine, his supply just plummeted there in that engagement in that fight. GG. GG, well played. Ryung takes a lead. Whew. And again, a very intense game 1 there between BabyMarine and Ryung. Very back and forth in a way, but as we mentioned, Ryung, he was getting a superior army. That's the problem there. The soup does lie. The soup does lie. Going into Master Raven in such a way, like, there's just so much more. It's just such a more efficient army, I should say. With all the disables, with the anti-arm missile as well, like, there's just so much more potential with that Master Raven composition. Unfortunately, BabyMarine, he wasn't quite able to get there himself, and with that, GG. GG, well played. Is shut down. Now we're getting into game number 2. Let's go. Let us go. As we are getting into that second game. What happened with your Marines down? I believe that's on the mainstream. The mainstream are covering Gabe versus down. We are covering Ryung versus BabyMarine. Let's go. So we're getting into game number 2. Whew. And we'll see how our players will change their approach. Now, I didn't even get to talk about the map itself, but Tokamak does lend towards longer and later games, so mech on Tokamak makes plenty of sense. Now we're going to be loading into Ley Lines. Ley Lines is a bit of a smaller map, but still, I would say one of the more standard maps in the map pool, so both styles are going to be viable here. We'll see what our players go for. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ley Lines, we have the Italian Terran player. We have the Red Terran representing a streamer zone. It is BabyMarine. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the Blue Terran representing Team Vitality, leading the series 1-0. It is Ryung. The bio units are so low on HP. I'm worried. You could argue that maybe that was a little bit of dead supply as well. Like, the bio army doesn't really help when it comes to those main engagements. Again, as we mentioned before, like, it's all about that air control and going into more Vikings, going into a more lib heavy composition there. Eventually some players do go into Master Raven or even Master BC, but again, BabyMarine, he was kind of stuck on a subpar army, it felt. For now though, double gas. Oh, okay. Double gas opener out of BabyMarine, going for a faster factory. Meanwhile, Ryung going for an economic opener 2 games in a row. Going for a single gas, ranks expand. Now, because of this, BabyMarine, he'll have the potential here to be a little bit more aggressive, go into a faster factory, into a faster starport, into potentially faster Banshee play or an early tank drop, early Cyclone. He has potential. But Ryung is going for the SCV Scout. It's going for the SCV Scout. I'm worried 0 medevacs. Yeah, again, just to reiterate, when it comes to longer and later game TvT, you do want to get rid of your medevacs. You want to ideally probably get rid of your bio army as well. Like, it just doesn't it doesn't really scale too well if you're looking to take a head-on fight. If your goal is to go for like a bunch of drop play and to go for a bunch of counterattacks and to try to deal economic damage instead, or try to distract your opponent, then sure, for sure, that's definitely a way to use it when we're in regards to a longer and later game in TvT. But Medevacs won't save your bio army from like a volley of 10 tanks. Like it's hi. Not like this. Oh, as Ryung, he once again does scout across the map. He reads this as a more aggressive start, and it was, but it was a fake out. So nicely done here by BabyMarine. Okay, a couple of things. So Ryung, he scouted both gases. He saw both gases, but he saw no factory, so he assumes proxy ranks just like game one. But we can see hidden factory instead. So misread here by Ryung. He gets duped, and as a result, he is losing mining time for no reason. Losing a lot of mining time here. So very nice mind game here from BabyMarine. Basically faking a proxy. Does fake the proxy. And that will set Ryung behind. Now, bearing in mind, Ryung, he does have a faster CC, but just a really nice start for BabyMarine, and now he's moving out, opening up at Reaper Hellion. Behind this, going for Reactor Marine. We have the Starport on the way. We'll see where this leads us. But basically, BabyMarine, he made it look like the same build 2 games in a row. Because last game, he also did open up 2-Rax Reaper, if you recall. So he faked 2-Rax Reaper. Likewise, having to the main, but the Concave is in position. Ooh, takes down the Hellion. A better trade for Ryung. Takes down the Hellion. BabyMarine has to back off. Behind this, going for the faster Raven production. As we mentioned, the faster factory, faster Starport, faster Raven. So Raven's on the way. Likewise, Raven from the side of Ryung as well. Reaper, they bust into the mineral line. They get 1, they get 2 SCVs. Can we get 3? Can we get 4? Uh-oh. Yeah, 4, 5 SCVs going down. Very nice damage. Again, there's a late reaction out of Ryung. This is solid. This should not have happened. 7 SCV kills. And with that, BabyMarine does take an economic lead, despite the fact he went for a later CC. So a nice start here for BabyMarine. The pressure is now on Ryung. Pressure is on. As his response, 3rd CC. Just like last game, very fast 3rd CC here from Ryung after the Starport. Last game, this was Ryung kind of extending like his economic lead. Here it's to try to recover. Scan does reveal the CC timing, and BabyMarine going for his own fast 3rd as well. Only later by a couple of seconds. So nice scan, a nice read here from BabyMarine. In general, I do like BabyMarine's position a lot more here in game 2. Is Ryung looking for a proxy? Yes. If you recall, he scouted that there was missing tech. If you recall, like it was a fake out, as we tried to emphasize. It was a fake out. As from here, we are getting in towards Stim. So once again, bioplay out of BabyMarine. We have yet to confirm here. There we go. Bioplay out of Ryung as well. Not mech, not this time. So biotank versus biotank. Again, Ryung, he doesn't have to rely on mech. He can play both quite well. BabyMarine, though, is still the faster player. Does move out. His move out gets spotted. He does confirm. Getting in position. Does catch a Hellion. But we'll see who disables first. So again, BabyMarine, he's looking for a way in. Does rotate at the same time. Ryung, he does get eyes on the third CC. BabyMarine wedging himself forward. Here comes the counter disables. Yeah, and the tank's going to be going down. He gets one, he gets both tanks. Yeah, both tanks go down. Brutal pickoffs, and Ryung, he will shut this down. Takes out both tanks and the Marines. Oh, going to be sent away. Is forced back, but a better trade there for Ryung. Impressive. He relied heavily there on his auto turrets, and now Ryung takes a massive supply, or I should say tank lead. 5-2. 5 tanks against 2 for BabyMarine. BabyMarine, he's in trouble. He is in trouble. He's in danger. He does still have energy left over, so he can still disable or throw down auto turrets. But this is still a really rough position here for BabyMarine. He's got the 1 tank. He's got 1 tank on the high ground. Army does rush in. Tank goes down. Boys are being pulled. Wait. Oh, here, not quite yet. There we go. Does pull the boys. Tanks do siege. Nice disables. Yeah, disables will connect. And BabyMarine, he should be able to barely hold on here. It's going to cost him all the workers, though. That's going to be 13 dead SCVs. Ay, ay, ay. 13, 14 workers go down. With that, Ryung takes the lead. Oh, no! The Ravens! Oh, my God. Raven got sniped. And that is brutal. Ryung, he escapes with all 3 Ravens. The Ravens survive. The tanks survive. Ryung pulls away, and BabyMarine, he's in a rough position here. He's down in workers, down in Ravens, and still down in tanks. Still down in tanks as well. Okay, let's go. We gotta do something drastic. We're going for the drop. We're going for a drop here across the map. So far, there's, I was gonna say nothing to scouts. I say that. Center tower does finish. There is still a gap here, though. Speaking of, never mind. There's no gap. there is no gap. Vikings are in position. Solid setup here from Ryung. Oh! Yeah, they do see each other. Does spot. And the drop is deflected. Whew, drop is deflected. CC's on the way. Ryung, he maintains his lead. And the pressure is on BabyMarine. We gotta get something done. So he's got a drop on the left. Main army on the right. Is pushing out. Ryung, he does find the tanks. Oh no! Gets a medivac. He gets 1. He gets both. Oh god. Takes out both medivacs. Takes out both tanks. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this, man. Yeah, BabyMarine, he scans. He sees the armies in position. Ryung, he's all over this game. And, I mean, I was going to say the best chance for BabyMarine is to just back off and try to macro out of this, but at the same time, like, he has to be active. He has to. Oh, speaking of. He may catch these Marines. BabyMarine collapsing in. Does catch a drop. Ryung does pull away. At the same time, here comes the main army. Does push forward. There are 2 tanks in position. The bio army is out of position here for BabyMarine. And remember, the Ravens survived the early game, so there's still 3 Ravens full of energy. He can disable everything. He scans, he stems in, he wants those disables. Does rush forward, he gets 1, he gets both. Gets both tanks. Evacuates a 3rd. And he's going for the kill, he's going for the CC. BabyMarine, he has to pull the boys. Missile target goes up. White out missile. BabyMarine, he does hold. He does survive, but he's now on 2 bases. Yeah, he has to float over. Now, thankfully, BabyMarine, he does preserve his tanks. He did save them, true. He saved the SCVs as well. Oh, God. We're just going into the main. Yeah, we're just dropping into the main instead, and we're going for the base trade. Yeah, that's the only way here. BabyMarine, he's just sending everything across the map. The main base under fire. Back at home, Ryung, he evacuates. Does pull away. Mass cleanup. Boys are being pulled. BabyMarine, he takes down the planetary. Gets an expansion. And Ryung, he's not really getting much done in the main. He's sniping some production buildings, but nothing major. No critical damage. That's going to be 21 SCV kills. And BabyMarine, he's on a 3-base economy. He has a decent economy. Gets better damage. BabyMarine, he's evening things up. Okay, good call. I mean, the counterattack, it did well. And BabyMarine, he can clean this up. Again, there's not really much here. There's only tanks. Uh-oh. Speaking of. Yeah, Ryung, he has to somehow evacuate. I say that. He's actually going to be reinforcing. Okay, so Ryung, he maintains his position. Does maintain. Ryung actually boosting once again into the main. He's going for the main base. BabyMarine right outside. Disabling the tanks. Marines, they stim in. And BabyMarine has got that one Raven. Gets both disables. Nicely done. He was a little bit overstimmed, so not the best trades, but he does break through nonetheless. Takes down both tanks. Takes down the bio. At the same time, BabyMarine, he defends the main. And Ryung, these pushes into the main, it just hasn't been worth it. Has not been worth it here. Ryung, he has lost his lead, the lead that he once had. And he has to get out of here. Never mind. He just keeps going. Okay, let's go. Goes further into the main. He just sends it. He sends it, papi. Oh my god. Disables both tanks. Back at him. He will defend. He has a tank line. And it looks like he may break the main. It's still close. Slowly getting to top of the production. Across the map, Ryung, he does hold, he does defend. Raven goes down. Going for the stim. Takes down the tank. BabyMarine is looking for a way in as well. He's rotates over, going for the 4th CC. Ryung getting on top of the factories. Uh-oh. Does get on top. CC goes down. And this is now dangerous. Now, finally, this is critical damage. The factories are falling. Liberation has arrived. Ryung, he will lose these tanks. Let's get out of here. Has to pull away. Does punish. BabyMarine is stuck on 2 bases. Ooh, Ryung stimming in once again. Gets the Liberator. Still maintaining this position. Back at home again, he does defend. Now taking a supply lead. Another tanks! No, he's on siege! Oh, brutal pickup here. Does save 2. Saves 3. Barely does save 3 tanks. Get the hell out of there. Does pull away. BabyMarine, that's... Oh no! Repair! No! That's the main. It was on fire. Still on fire as well. Hopefully he repairs in time. He does have a couple of boys. Repair! No! It's gonna burn down. It's gonna burn down. 3, 2, 1. It does burn down. The main base falls. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this. Does thankfully have a backup expansion. Ryung sims in. Gets 2, gets all 3 tanks. He does siege behind this as well. At this point, Ryung, it looks like he should have done it. Takes down all the tanks. Fighting without his own. He can't though. Yeah, he does have an overwhelming amount. GG gets called. Ryung, he will overwhelm. He will take game number 2, taking a 2-0 lead. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, a very intense game here from both BabyMarine and Ryung. It was a better start for BabyMarine as he was able to kind of pull one over on Ryung, able to catch him off guard, able to force an overreaction, get into the mid game. We saw that Ryung was able to claw his way back in though, able to outposition, able to take some better trades, some better fights early on. We saw that BabyMarine, he was able to make a game out of it. Things are looking dire. Things are looking very dire there for BabyMarine. He was down and out, he was behind, but he did opt to go for the counterattack for the pseudo base trade. He sniped a base, he sniped a mineral line. Things are getting close there, but Ryung, he did make the decision to keep dropping into the main, to maintain that position multiple times. I was like, yo, we gotta get out of here. I was like, yo, this is not, yo, this is not looking worth it. This is not working out here. But no, he persisted, he persevered. He was able to eventually work his way through the Raxes on top of the factories, on top of the CC, and eventually took control of the main. GG, well played. Likewise, he was able to eventually successfully defend back at home. He stabilized and took it from there. But a very intense game, very intense. GG. And with that, we're getting into game number 3, and Ryung is one game away from claiming the series. Meanwhile, the pressure is on BabyMarine to fight back here and now to make a series out of this. Oh boy. As game 3 is going to be on Pylon, and the pressure is on. Pressure is on. As game 3 is Pylon. Let's go. Here we go. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Pylon, we have the Italian Terran player. We have the red Terran down in the series. We'll see if he bounces back. We'll see if he can make a series out of this. The pressure is on. For Streamer Zone, it is BabyMarine. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Team Vitality, leading the series 2-0. It is Ryung. Here we go. Whew. So we're getting into game number 3, and again, a very intense game 2. Both players, they had their own moments, they had their own time to shine. In the end, Ryung was able to flex his own bio tank play. Again, able to preserve his units over time, his ravens, his tanks. Our trade now can just outposition BabyMarine. But now we're getting into game 3. Double gas. Okay. For the first time this series, Ryung is going for a double gas opener into a faster factory. Likewise, double gas out of BabyMarine as well. Let's go. So we do have mirrored builds. Welcome on all to Pylon. Pylon is one of the smaller maps of the map pool, or I should say just shorter rushes and spike ground, one of the more aggressive maps of the map pool here. So opening up double gas does make sense. This does mean faster factory. This can lead into Reactor Reaper Hellion. This can lead into earlier Tech Lab into Cyclone. Can lead into earlier Starport into Banshee play. Can even lead into an early tank into a tank drop. So we'll see where our players do take us. Send it, man. Send it. How good was the second game? Mech from Ryung? No, it was Bio. Ryung, he played Bio last game. He played Mech in game 1, Bio tank in game 2. Second game fast? Kind of. I mean, we were on a 4-base economy. I don't think I'd call it a fast game. It was an intense game. Or maybe like a high-paced. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. It wasn't a short game. Here we go. So now we're going to be settling in. Reactors on the way. So just straight up Reaper Hellion here out of Ryung. Meanwhile, Reactor Reaper Hellion out of BabyMarine. Let's go. And we'll see how hard he commits to this. We could go up to an extra set of Reapers after this first set and commit a little bit harder here to Reaper Hellion. And the goal here would be to try to break through and get economic damage done. So we'll see when he stops. As, okay, only one pair, so 3. Instead of going up to 5 Reapers and 3 Hellions, it's just going to be 3 and 2. So 3 Reapers, 2 Hellions, he's moving out across the map. Not too committed, now switching into his follow-up. So let's poke in towards the natural. Ryung pulls away, doesn't get caught out. Just trying to buy time for his own Cyclone. So far, no major losses. We can see BabyMarine trying to hunt him down. Nice volley. Yeah, heli volley's going to be going up. Reavers take a lot of hits. They take a lot of damage. Denying mining time. Not bad. Nice mining. Rotates once again. But the Cyclone has arrived. With the help of the Cyclone, Ryung holds. He holds, he breaks out. Behind this, I was curious what was going to be done with the starport. It's going to be Medevac first into drop play. So early drop here at a BabyMarine. Meanwhile, Ryung just building up into Ravens again. Here we go. We'll see if BabyMarine can break the defenses of Ryung. We have a drop towards the main. We have a Reaper heli towards the natural, or even just sending everything together all at once. It does push forward. Ryung does spot this. Pulls away. It doesn't quite break the lock on, but there's the auto turret, and with that, Ryung will hold. Does hold the line. Tank is now popping out. Ryung is holding. BabyMarine dropping into the main. Ryung, he's somewhat in position. Oh. Yeah, he's in position. He does deflect. And this time we're going back into mech. Okay, so we had bio-tank in game 2 out of Ryung, but this time going back to a second factory into a more mech style instead. To a mech composition. BabyMarine back at home, going into a faster third TC. So more of an economic follow-up here out of our red Terran. Now, the last time we saw Ryung embrace mech, he did do it off of a faster third CC, so this is going to be a delayed economy here by Ryung. And as a result, he might commit a little bit harder on 2 bases, even further than this. So we'll keep an eye on his CC timing. He's building up more tanks. Tanks are massing. Armory is on the way. So Ryung, he's slowing things down. The armory tells us that most likely he plans on investing into upgrades and going for a bit of a slower approach into a longer game, specifically. Thinking less all in. We'll see. So you have a drop towards the natural. Main army's pushing forward. It's spotted. Here come the disables. Yeah, the disable with tanks. Tanks are getting caught out, but not enough Marines here for Ryung. It's going to be close here. It does reinforce, breaks through the Marines, tries to get on top of the tanks as well. It's going to be messy. Loses 1. Okay, 1 for 2. Better trade for Ryung. At the same time, drop into the natural. Ryung losing SCVs. Is that worth it though? Does lose 5. Sorry, 4 even. So 4 SCVs go down. At the same time, BabyMarine does claim his third, taking a greater economic lead. But Ryung has a terrifying army here. And I mentioned earlier that when we saw the armory, I assumed it was for an upgrade to build up into a longer game. This might just be for Hellbats to go for a 2-base all-in. So my apologies there. But he might just send it on 2 bases instead. Yeah, he's going for it. So a couple of boys are being pulled to repair, so the army is ready for those Hellbats. He doesn't have a third CC for a reason, because it's a 2-base all-in. Just straight up 2-base all-in here from Ryung. He's sending everything across the map. He has a massive army. What do we have to defend? 2 tanks. We have 2 tanks to defend. The Ravens are lacking energy. They can throw down 1 auto turret each. Ryung is pushing through. Here come the disables. He gets 1. He gets both. He gets both tanks. Both tanks go down. And Ryung is forcing his way through. And BabyMarine, he's just not ready for this. Does pull back. The tank count is insane here for Ryung. How many tanks? 9! 9 tanks! Ay, ay, ay. That's an insane tank count. And he's getting on top of the natural. Yeah, BabyMarine has to evacuate, has to pull away. Hellbats into the mineral line. SCVs are going down at the 3rd. Meanwhile, the Vikings, they can't land. He's thinking about it. Mining's denied at the 3rd base as well. Here we go, drop on top of the tanks. Hellbats are ready. And Ryung even on sieges half his tanks as well. Getting us up the upgrades. 5 seconds. 1-1 upgrades are gonna kick in. Liberator has arrived. No anti-air. Yeah, no anti-air. BabyMarine, he's holding. He's holding on. Does cost him a mineral line. Does cost him a lot of workers. But he is holding on. Slowly re-expanding. Okay, they're still down to 1 tank. They're still looking a little bit brutal here. Oh. So Lockmans are popping off. Nice stable here on the Cyclones. That one MVP Liberator does force everything back. Is that going to be enough? Oof. Oh no, that's the SCVs run into tank fire. More CV kills. And Ryung is just expanding. From here, just expanding, getting a 3rd base. Liberator has arrived, but here come the Cyclones. They're coming with the lock-on. They take down the Liberator. Thor production has begun. And BabyMarine, he's still up against the wall. He does have the higher SCV count, that is true, but he's still in 2-base mining. So he's not able to mine efficiently. Does have a lot of Marauders. Jesus, that's almost a purely Marauder army. Oh my god. He can tank some shots. Yeah, there's to see his force back. Do have a drop heal off towards the left-hand side. Around behind this, now taking his 3rd base. Ooh, oh god. As the medevac does get caught. So does CC. Thor is here. And Ryung, yeah, he does spot the expansion. Cleans up the drop. He may even kill the expansion itself. Oh. Thankfully, there's repairs. Yeah, thankfully there are repairs, but not on the Hellions. The Hellions, they come in. They roast up the mineral line. No. SCVs do go down. 7 SCV kills. Oh, bit of miscontrol. Bit of miscontrol there by Ryung. The CC, it does go down. Ay, ay, ay. BabyMarine, he will lose the 3rd. Once again, dropping out. Does go for the double drop. Ryung, he's slowly pushing in, getting within range of the CC. And Ryung committing a little bit harder here. Does commit. Does go for the tank. The boys are being pulled into Hellbats. Yeah, the boys are going down. That's still a lot of Marauders though. He stems in. It comes in for a flank as well. And BabyMarine, he will break through. He will clean up every single tank. The massive Marauder, let's go. Takes down the tank line. And we gotta go. We gotta keep going. We gotta send it. Keep going. Into how many? 15 Marauders. Just mass Marauder out of BabyMarine. He breaks out. Ryung, he evacuates. Back it up. What do we have to remember? We have 2 tanks. We have 2 tanks. We have 2 Hellions. Barely a standing army. Ryung, he will have to pull the boys. The army is overstimmed. True. Drop towards the main. Let's think about it. Ryung with a mass repair. The Viking lives. Ryung, he does win the air battle. Still very tense. BabyMarine doesn't like what he sees. He pulls away. Now, ideally, BabyMarine, he wants to lure Ryung out into the open and then take a better fight. There's a scan. Here it comes. Oh, he thinks about it. Not quite. Yeah, the boys are here to be pulled. Careful play there by Ryung. He sims in once again. Yeah, tanks are still sieging. Ooh, he does siege. Yeah, he does siege in time. Brutal volleys going off. BabyMarine gets caught out. Again, he's trying to catch Ryung unsieged. Go for the drop, he gets spotted. Yeah, Ryung, he spots a rotation. Tanks are ready. And Ryung now is on 3 bases. Now he's on a 3-base setup here. BabyMarine, he's long distance mining, just now landing his own third. That's actually the main. The main floats over to as a third. That's how desperate BabyMarine is. He's getting desperate. Lands the main. And he does sneak up on the mineral line. Does pick up an SCV. Likewise, dropping into the natural. There are some tanks in position, but only a couple of tanks. He's boosting in. He's boosting in. Not much left over. Tanks are going to go down. He gets both. Nicely done. Gets into the mineral line as well, getting another tank. Another tank goes down. This time he does trade well. Having got more SCVs. Getting into the mineral line. It's going to be a one-way trip, but it's somewhat worth it. Maybe. Sniping 11 SCVs. 11 SCV kills. Ooh, another tank goes down. That's what, 4 tanks in total. So nice pickups. At the same time, Ryung, he gets he gets across the map. 8 SCVs. Coming into a longer game, I do favor Ryung, but BabyMarine still has the more mobile army. He's still looking for a way in. Still rotating. He does scan. Tanks are repositioning. Oh, this I'm not so sure about. He's pushing into 5 tanks. Yeah, this is not it. This is not it. GG gets called, and with that, Ryung, he will claim the series 3-0, taking down BabyMarine and advancing on to the upper bracket semi-finals. GG. Whew, GG, well played. Congratulations, Ryung. He will claim the series. A strong showing here by Ryung, but a shout out to BabyMarine because, again, game 2, game 3, he was able to hold his own. He was able to have some strong moments as well. Was able to make for a very intense game. Even here, this final game, we saw that it was very low eco. Both players on low worker count, low base count, low army count as well. Very tense, and at any moment, BabyMarine, he could have maybe caught a couple of extra units here and there. He had a really impressive breakout after the 2 base all-in with his mass marauder. He broke out of the siege line. He broke through all the tanks. Unfortunately, he wasn't quite able to do enough with the counterattack. By the time he got across the map, there was already tanks set up, and there were already boys being pulled as well. Like Ryung, he was ready for the counterattack. He was set up back at home, and he was able to stabilize and take it from there. GG. GG, well played. With that, congratulations, Ryung. He will claim the series, but a shout out to BabyMarine for making it this far. As I mentioned before, not many people, if anyone, expected him to make it out of the groups, right? Everyone expected Piotr, everyone expected Spirit to make it out of the groups, but instead, BabyMarine, he popped off instead. He did pop off. He did make it through. So even though he does go down here in the upper bracket quarterfinals, still a very impressive run nonetheless. Oh, still an impressive run. And with that, I believe we have wrapped up our upper bracket quarterfinals. Let's go. Here we go. Exclamation mark, be in the chat to have a look at the back yourselves. Let's catch up. Let's figure out what's going on. I believe they have all concluded. Oh, yes, they have. Okay, let's go. Let us go from the top. Of course, we already covered this match. Oh, as looks like they might have an interview on the main stream. We'll catch up on the clean feed if they do interview. Meanwhile, we do have SOS. SOS takes down Euthermal 3-1. Showtime took down Lambo 3-2 as well. Again, we already covered these matches earlier. We have SOS and Showtime in the upper bracket semifinals. Meanwhile, we have Zown. Zown, he barely takes down Big Gabe 3-2 in that best of 5. It was intense. It went all the way to the ace match. By the time they wrapped up, we wrapped up our match. So they must have had some really fast games. because I'm pretty sure we lined up our matches and they ended around the same time. So Xian does take down Gabe 3-2 in the end. Gabe is now out of the tournament, so is Labor, so is Euthermal, and so is BabyMarine, as Ryung does claim the series 3-0. Again, this bracket, it looks a little bit misleading. There is a lower bracket, that is true, but the lower bracket only starts from the upper bracket semis. So the players that got knocked out early on here in the top 8, they're out. They're out of the tournament. Now we have SOS, Showtime, Xian, and Ryung, and they do have a lower bracket to fall back on. So they do have a second life. So we have our top 4. We have our top 4 players. Let's go. Let us go. As we have SOS versus Showtime coming up first, and then we have Xian versus Ryung. Oh, let's go. So 3 Koreans and 1 European here. I mean, again, I'll be honest, I feel like Showtime has a really good shot. He has a really good shot. I do favor Showtime coming up against SOS, and we'll see how he fares against Xian and Ryung, as that is going to be a team kill. The Team Vitality boys, they're going to be facing off against each other. They're going to be facing off momentarily. Who do we favor here? I mean, I do favor Showtime over SOS. I want to say I favor Showtime over Ryung as well. Like, Ryung, he has renowned TvT. Like, give Ryung Maru, give him Gumiho, give him Kyor, give him Beyond, give him Clem's Terran. And I do favor Ryung. But against Protoss, I do lean towards Xian here. Like, Xian has been looking much more impressive as of late in the PvT matchup. Xian has been looking impressive, and I want to believe, like, Showtime, he has a good chance here to claim the entire thing here. I do think it's going to come down to Showtime versus Xian, but of course, Ryung and SOS, they both have the opportunity to break through as well, to upset. SOS, he had an interview earlier, and he himself did say that when it comes to PvP, like, I don't think he doesn't really have a plan. He said something along the lines of, like, I'm gonna do, like, whatever, like, it's gonna be a chaotic one. So yeah, I mean, that can go either way as well. True. You can never count SOS out. Never count him out. No. But we might be wrapping up here. I still have to confirm. Basically, on Wikipedia, it says that both upper bracket semis start at the same time. I don't know if that's going to be the case, though. I mentioned this before, but basically, we were going to play it by ear. We were going to play it by ear. Either the mainstream casts everything, or if the upper bracket quarterfinals took a little bit too long, then we might mix it up. Here we go. So I'll notify you, but it looks like the mainstream, they're going to be covering Showtime versus SOS, and from my understanding, it looks like Xian versus Ryung is going to happen at the same time, and that's going to be here on this channel. So we're going to be going on a short break. From my understanding right now, we are going to be casting Xian versus Ryung next, but if we have... Okay, yeah, we have confirmation. Okay, we're good to go. We are good to go. So up next on the channel, we have one series left. One series left is going to be Xian versus Ryung. I say one series because after we wrap up our final series, then everything else is going to be on the mainstream. It's all going to be in the mainstream. So the upper bracket finals, lower bracket semis, everything else, all going to be in the mainstream. So we have one series left here on the B stream. Let's go. So we're going to be going on a break. Take this time to get some snacks, get some food, get some water, drain your disruptors, massage your marines, and we will catch up with you in a couple of minutes here with our next series. I say a couple of minutes. I believe ETA is around 15 minutes. Around 15 minutes here. So again, extended break, and then bam, Xian and Ryung. We'll see you soon after the break. See you soon. See you soon.